Hello and welcome to the BuildASoil Family Farms YouTube series. It is fall time, so it's September 15th and we have a lot going on here at the farm. We're transitioning into our fall crops. That just is a huge time of transition for us here on the farm. We have to think about what winter crops we're going to be growing, how to make sure our animals are prepared for the winter, and also bringing down all of our tomatoes that we've grown all season long. That's probably the hardest part for me, is having to pull down full tomato plants and get rid of them and transition. I just want to let them keep growing. The weather's starting to cool down. We've had a lot of rain lately, so we're really happy for that. Today I'm gonna show you a little bit around the farm, some of the things that we've been doing, give you an update on the pigs. We'll go look at the pumpkin patch and talk about some of the crops that we're doing outside for the rest of the season. So yeah, let me show you here. The greenhouse is pretty empty. We have taken down all our large tomatoes so far. What we have left are our cherry tomatoes and our big Dinos. We also have our lunchbox peppers over there. This is the third year I've done the snacking peppers. This year I planted them a little bit late and I'm a little disappointed because they've got really big, but usually they have to get really big before they start dropping tons of peppers. So we're going into the fall. I'm wanting to pull everything down, but these have really just started producing. So I really wish that they were further along, that we were pulling down as much as we'd like. Normally this time of year, all these peppers would be falling down every single day. But yeah, that's what's going on with them. As you guys know, I'm gonna be having hip surgery here soon, so I'm really trying to help the team get prepared. This is a new crew. They haven't done the wintertime turnover before, so we're trying to just get everything in place. If I wasn't having surgery, maybe I would have waited a little bit longer to do this, but really, we go into our winter crops. So we keep our greenhouse at 42 degrees. We have 2 propane tanks that heat it throughout the winter. That's the most cost-efficient way to run the greenhouse and still produce greens. We do greens in the wintertime, lettuce mix. So we'll be able to keep things going that way, keep our customers' orders fulfilled, but it's a lot different. We water maybe once a week. It takes 2 weeks in the wintertime for things to germinate and grow. It's a little bit a different scenario. In the summertime, it's hot, things germinate really easy, and we're able to just keep things rolling. So what we've done here is pulled out our tomatoes. Over the season, the tomato beds become kind of hard, so we have to do a decent amount of amending. Pull the plants out, then we do a light hoe. We get rid of any weeds, and then we like to add peat moss. So the peat moss and some amendments for the wintertime is really helpful because a lot of that soil has compacted over the summer. So that's a lot of work. Not only that, we have to put in 4 beds at a time. We like to take everything down slowly, prepare the beds. Once everything is down, we'll spray the greenhouse with some neem, maybe some Jadam, EM5, and we actually get the walls. We do some of the plastic, we do the soil. We kind of just do a thorough clean because during the summertime we do have some aphids that come in with the pepper plants and we want our greenhouse to be clean. That's the next plan in here. One of the things that I've done is topped all my tomato plants. So if you can see, they like to keep trying to grow, but I just went above my top fruit here and I topped it. I've cut off all the suckers, so there's nothing else that's going to grow fruit. And basically all this does is make the plants want to ripen up that fruit quicker because there's nothing for it to do now. I know that I'm going to be taking them down now, so I don't want to waste fruit. So I go ahead and I top them. I let everything ripen up. Then I can take the whole row down. And actually it makes me feel better because that way I'm not like just getting rid of fruit that I know would have ripened and is sellable. The big Dinos over here we still have going because they have just been the most hardy, wonderful tomatoes to grow. I'm gonna grow these every single year. The red tomato is perfectly uniform. It tastes very good. There's a great ratio of meat to water in the tomato itself. It's a lot like a Roma, but just a lot bigger. I've really enjoyed growing these plants. Not one tomato has split. They take a little while to ripen up, so I can pull them off the vine a little bit early. The plant itself has just been so healthy. Had one person come in and be like, wow, look at the size of your stalks on your tomatoes, and how cool is that? This is just a random orange tomato plant we had put in the middle. As you can see, it's split, and that's what I was saying I really like about these big Dinos is that they don't. The other thing that we do with these tomatoes is sell them for fried green tomatoes. So we have some customers that sell fried green tomatoes, and as you can see, it's perfectly round. And so this would come down right now as a green tomato. What I like to look for is underneath here. We look for this bottom part to be filled out, and they're just about to change color. So that's the perfect time to pick for a fried green tomato. I really love these tomatoes. I'm gonna be sad to have to pull them all down. I wanna just keep them going and going, but it's not cost efficient to keep a greenhouse at 70 degrees during the winter time here on the western slope. We get a lot of snow. I'll show you a ripe one. This is how we pick them down. So you can see there's still a little bit of green in here. This is the perfect time to pick one of these if you're going to be letting it sit for a little while. The bottom is very red. We like to chop that part off, and I have a beautiful tomato. So as we transition into winter time, all this is going to be coming down. So my last day is going to be next Friday. So we have a little less than a week to get all these plants down. I like to harvest as much fruit as I can from the vine before we take them down. We're going to clean, do our spray. We're going to be prepping these beds by hoeing, tilthing, amending, raking them out and getting them ready for salad mix. And then we will start planting. We do a succession in here during the winter time. Like I said, it takes 2 weeks. So we do our first 4 beds, then we do the next 4 beds in 2 weeks, then we do another 4 back here, and then another 4 2 weeks after that. And so there's just a constant rotation. In the wintertime, we can harvest from a bed about 4 weeks. Because we get a lot of condensation here in the greenhouse, things can become kind of icky before then. So we actually like to do every 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, they'll pull them down, and we just keep going through the rotation like that. We just want to make sure our customers are always getting top quality produce. We don't sacrifice in that area whatsoever. We do what we can to make that happen. So the other thing that's going to happen this week is our bees. I don't know if any of you watch my Instagram, but I put a video up because I don't know exactly what to do with the bees. They're in a hive. They've been making honey. There's a queen bee, and so some people said just set them outside. This company is out of the Netherlands, so it's impossible to get a hold of anyone over there. I've emailed, but I'm really hoping if I just put them outside that they'll go start a new hive wherever bees go for the wintertime. If you all have any ideas on what I could or should do just to do right by them and make sure that they don't die as soon as I put them outside, if you have any suggestions, I'd be happy to hear it. So that's the greenhouse. I'll take you outside. We'll go check on Cooper and Charlotte. They are doing really well. We'll go get a quick shot of Cooper. He's sweeping. Hi, Coopy. You're so cute. Here's Cooper. We're out in Cooper's area right now. This is his little box. He loves to sleep in there. He's pretty lazy in the summertime. He's made his little home in there, and he really loves it. Charlotte's over here. Here's Miss Charlotte. She is becoming a very picky little pig. She wants things on her own time, but she's doing really well. Like, if any of you have watched from the beginning, she was very underweight and had some issues when we first got her. She's definitely learned when food time is, and she really loves her belly rubs. She rolls over just like a dog. It's really cute. She didn't have any hair when we got her, so now she's got this beautiful coat of red hair, and her tail is red, and she's just looking so good. We've had Cooper since he was a little baby pig. He lived inside in our house with our dogs, and he just got too big for our house, and we decided to move him down here to the farm. A friend of mine called me and said, hey, I've got this pig that's been really abused, and would you like to take her? And I said, heck yeah, I'll take her. So I didn't actually see her until she showed up. They took her out of the trailer the day that we got her, and her hooves were so overgrown that she couldn't walk. She was very underweight. She had a lot of scabs all over her body, and my heart was broken for her. Hey, what are you doing? Anyways, as you can see now that she's here, she's been with us about 4 months, and she's gained a ton of weight. She loves all the attention that she gets from me and the employees at the farm. She's very sweet. She lets us do literally anything to her. We're really happy to have her. Hi, baby girl. Oh. I wanted to name her Esther. Her name was Charlotte, and I thought maybe a new beginning would be good with a new name, but she really responds to Charlotte well, so we decided to keep her name the same, and so this is Charlotte. Oh, I love you. I love your little pig cheeks. Baby girl. So now we're out here in the outdoor field. We have our salad beds, as you can see. We've harvested 2 weeks in a row from this now. This will be our 3rd week harvesting here on Monday. And so after that, we'll turn them over. You can see Desiree out there, she's weeding. And then beyond that, we have some beets in this field, and we have some radishes. Our kale is looking so beautiful this year. We only did 2 rows because every year I do more, and we just have more kale than we can keep up with. As you can see, these are massive, and this is all beautiful harvestable kale. But I mean, I'd put that in a smoothie for sure. This is a curly leaf kale that we got from Johnny's Seeds. Okay, last thing I want to show you is our pumpkin patch. I want to first note that I didn't have any plans for this patch at all. Really just wanted to grow some pumpkins for the pigs. There was no thought involved except for putting seeds in the ground and watering them. I've heard really gnarly stories about squash bugs. I've never had one before, but I noticed some in here. Out here, it really wasn't going to be efficient for me to try to come out here and spray every single one of these. So I just thought I'd leave them and see what happened. We have so many pumpkins out here, it's not been an issue. I know that sometimes certain pests can, like, you know, really hurt your crops, but so far I probably have like 50, 60 pumpkins out here, some of them being pie pumpkins and then just the big jack-o'-lantern pumpkins as well. And like I said, the pigs love them. Every part of the pumpkin plant is edible. I just learned that. You can eat the whole thing, the flower, the stem, the seeds, the rind, the pumpkin itself. But all we did out here was put water on the seeds. We just let them grow. I'm pretty impressed with it. We have tons of pumpkins. Let me say this, we're still working on our lot A. We have 4 lots out here, 105 beds. Each lot has 22 50-foot beds. And so right now we're still maintaining our lot A. That's where you saw the salad mix, the radishes and the beets. But the rest of the field we've kind of let grow out, and we're going to spend our fall time clearing out these beds and creating beds for next spring. So I'd like to mention that we have also some lettuce heads that have gone to seed. We thought it'd be really fun to collect those seeds. So when we do that, we'll keep you posted on that. So the lettuce heads that we have here are they're Salanova lettuce heads that I got from Johnny's Seeds. I really love the Salanova. It sells really well at the farmer's market. So whatever seeds we can collect from the farm here, I think it'd be fun to do a giveaway and just send out some of the seeds from BuildASoil Family Farms out to you guys out there and see how you do growing your own. As always, drop a comment. I love responding to them. I love reading them. Please don't be mad if I don't get to your comment. It's nothing personal. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, show us a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.